Hey, Church White, this is my blog day one. Vlogging day one. Gonna know me some sticky for the New Year's. Just trying to bring it in right.
Bringing it in right. That shit you rolling, that's what we right there.
Yeah, it's so sticky, I can't even roll this shit. But I'ma get it done though, I'ma get it done. I'ma get the mother skunk done. Get it done.
You got a phone, motherfucker? I can't stand you, motherfucker. God damn, I can't stand you, son of a bitch.
Got Sunset Sherbet in my ear.
You got me feeling right tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Do something with my
Dr. Pepper with a deuce in.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, sipping Dr. Pepper with a deuce in it.
Yeah, I got 24 flavors. Running something loose with some good shit. Yeah, I'm feeling so amazing. We done turned tradition to a lifestyle. Man, this shit's so amazing. I get the feeling too anxious. If I don't get my medication, they I've been eating out for so long. I'm living that
4P, baby.
I've been smoking all night long. I need lobster on my dinner plate. Do flip in my bleeding blade. Another day, another blessing, another chance to make it happen, man.
Amen.
Real talk, man. Black, how 2020 been for you, man?
For so far, it's been a blessing. But beforehand, I don't know, because we been smoking some bull, man.
So 2020, you been smoking some bullshit.
Before we got the pack we got today, but other than that, I don't know, man. Boy, say some gas, be fucking some CBD.
Man, they fucking up the game.
Yeah, they fucking up big time. Big time.
So they selling niggas the gas, or at least they say it's the gas. But then when you get it,
It be some CBD.
it be some CBD.
Nah, that's not how we rockin', man.
K-Roll in the track.
K-Roll in the
Out of line.
Out of line.
Man, it's cold outside, man.
Yeah, it snowed earlier too. Got a blessed to see that too for the first time.
So that's your first time seeing snow?
Yeah, period. It snowed a little bit in Texas and Baytown, but it wasn't like that. It's more like ice.
Baytown, that's where you're originally from?
No, I'm originally from Beaumont, but I grew up there out in Beaumont for 13 years to my 8th grade year, and then I moved. And then I basically ran away to go stay with my mama because my father was abusive. So that's how.
So you ran away at what age?
13. I'm 35 now, so I've been homeless for like 13 years. No kids, 35, no kids. So I've been thugging it, just here and there, living pillar to post really. Well, really lay my head.
So anywhere you can lay your head, pretty much that's where you.
Yeah, that's where I stay. So if I gotta sleep in my car on the side of the road, whatever I gotta do to survive, I'm gonna do it. Shit. Go hustle, work, whatever do to take money, make money. Shit. They say closed mouth don't get fed. So shit. If you want some money, you gonna ask. You put your pride to the side and you gonna ask. I don't like asking people for shit, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
So do you consider yourself homeless?
Nah, they say it's a mind thing. It's a mind state. It's not how you live. It's not how you carry yourself. Because at one point in time, I would carry myself like dressing regular, and people didn't know I was homeless unless I told them, unless they knew my situation. Other than that, it's not really. It's really how you carry yourself in your mind state. If you're homeless in your mind, then you're homeless. You're gonna think you're gonna carry yourself homeless. So if you think you rich in your head, you gonna carry yourself like you rich. You gonna portray yourself as you rich. I'm a king, so I'm rich regardless if I'm poor or not. I'm still rich.
So how long have you been sleeping in the street?
I say since 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
So that's 6 years.
To now, yeah.
So you've been homeless for 6 years.
Besides the 2 years I was dealing in Dallas with this little female, I had that too. Well, I say 2013 with my father. Well, longer than that, really 2010 is really when it came about when I came home from jail. You know what I'm saying? I had did like 3 years, 3.5, coming home with a felony. You know, it's hard for you to get a job, and then on top of that, what they don't tell us is the same time you caught your case. The same time you caught your case, you gotta wait till after that date and that month.
So you got out of jail when?
At the end of July, 2008. You know, at the end of the recession. Well, almost the end of the recession, because I came home on July 23rd.
So you've been homeless since you got out of jail.
Basically, yeah, pretty much. Say I went home and stayed with my mom, but I got into it with them because my attitude and I didn't bite my tongue, so I got into it with my stepdaddy, and they put me out.
And you've been on the streets for the past 6 to 8 years.
Yep. Doing what I gotta do. Then one day, I had one that let me come back home. And then I got into it with my stepdaddy again, but this time I put my hands on him and he put a strain out on me. I went to jail for like 3 months. Then when I got out this time, I took me a road trip. Got the fuck away from him. Trying to see like somebody, one of my peoples told me, sometimes you just gotta get away. It's best sometimes to get away.
Yeah, and that's no shit though, man. Sometimes it just take a change of scenery, man, just to, change your energy, and that might change your pace, but you still gotta,
You gotta learn.
you still have to change from the inside out though, because if you take the same attitude, somewhere else, then you're gonna get the same results. You know what I mean? So you say you got into it with your step pops.
Yeah.
Like y'all got into it, y'all was fighting and shit, yeah.
Yeah, like physical. Like one day he came home from work and he felt like since I'm there all day that I'm not doing nothing, that I gotta want to wash the dishes and take out the trash. The shit I do every day, regardless if I have a job or not. So it's like, what difference does it make? I'm gonna have to do this shit if I have a job or not. So where's the tripping on? So one day I didn't wash the dishes. I take out the trash and he tripping and shit. He came home asking me have I been home all day, and I actually I wasn't home all day. I had just got there like a few minutes prior to the time he got off work. So he was like, what the woo? I'm like, he bitching about the trash. Then he gave me like an ultimatum, like saying, cause I told him I had got a job at McDonald's across the street from the house, and that I'm gonna be going to school in the daytime to get my NC and electrician to better myself. So I can make a little bit more money so I can get out the house and be on my own, be my own man. So that's what my goal was. So I can work and save some money to get me a car. You know what I'm saying? So move around, be mobile. I don't gotta depend on nobody because I don't like depending on sometimes. Everybody not reliable for transportation. Not even your own family. So I'm independent, so I can do shit myself. I don't like asking people for shit. So that's what that was. So, but the more the story is, he felt like I told him I'm gonna get a job. I got a job working at McDonald's across the street, and I'm gonna go to school in the daytime and get my CCR for electrician. This nigga told me that I need a daytime job. For what? I don't know, a job is a job. So I'm like, a daytime job. Like, what's the difference between daytime and nighttime? Man, I'm still working. It don't matter. You ain't gonna, first one, you ain't gonna see me. I'm gonna be at work in the daytime. Me work at nighttime. In the daytime, be in school, and you at work anyway. So you winning it all the way on the boards. But he telling me I need a daytime job. I don't know where that comes from. So it's like, oh well. So that's when he was like, he told me to say something one time, and I did. And he was like, get out. And I was like, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you in your motherfucking house, man. So he kind of bucked up to me. So he bucked up to me. I pushed him. Then he bucked up to me again. So I popped his ass.
Oh, so you hit him first.
Basically, yeah.
And you laid him out.
I'm gonna put like this. I took all my frustration out on him that I had built up from the previous time of how they been treating me, how they been treating me in the household. Cause I feel like I'm the black sheep of the family, so it's like damn, I'm a baby boy. Why did I get treated like shit? Like one time I came home from work, my mama asked me, my brother's in the house, my brother's sleeping, snoring loud as fuck. You can hear him before you even walk in the damn door. He's snoring loud as hell. And his dishes in the house, and he could have washed the dishes before I even got off work. Like, I got off at 6 o'clock in the morning. That morning, I just put a graveyard shift. Like, why you ask me to wash dishes at 6 o'clock in the morning? He could have washed them the night before. Like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, and then my sister, she didn't do shit. The only thing she did was create goddamn dishes. Her and my fucking stepdad. That's all they did. I'm washing behind 4 grown motherfuckers in the house. And all you grown motherfuckers can wash their own goddamn dish. It's the time you take the dish, the time you clean that motherfucker and put it right back in there. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out.
So you felt like you was just on some slave shit.
Pretty much. Like, I understand I have to pay my way, but shit, if you taking, like, when I get paid, I give my mama $40 for the groceries to contribute to my part because I wasn't making them much.
Which one is this one?
That's the mixed breed.
Oh, okay.
That's the mixed breed.
It's the gumbo.
Yeah, the gumbo. This the ooey to make you want to slap somebody.
That's that London pound cake.
That cake pound, yeah. That London pound cake. But yeah, so it's like,
Hey, you sure?
I'm positive. So
This one got a little.
that's because when I had mixed.
What you roll this one in?
That regular hemp. The regular hemp. That's how we rockin' go to club stocking. You know what I'm saying? Vegan hemp. Don't mean mess with that tobacco no more. You know what I'm talking about? That OG, you know, hemp.
Hey, this motherfucker here, alright.
But yeah, so I went to jail for that.
So you got locked up. So
yeah, he put a string on. He called
the laws on?
Yeah, he put call laws on me.
Hold on. So he bucked up to you twice.
Yeah, and then he called.
Okay, when you say bucked up to you, what you mean though? Like he pushed you, chest to chest.
He coming up to me like I feel like he about to do something to me. Like I feel I had to defend myself.
Okay, so you hit him with what, the jab?
1, 2, 1, 2.
See, that's 4, nigga.
Nah, I just hit him 2 times. I hit him 2 times, and then we tussled. And when he fell on the ground, and that's when I lost it. And then I think he had a seizure. So because there's blood everywhere. So I was like, damn. So I was a little nervous, but I wasn't nervous. I was like, man, fuck all this shit behind some fucking dishes. So I left. I went to the bar. Then I tried to come back, and they was like, nah. Then so they played me. So they called the laws on me, and then that's when the laws came, and I went to jail and got a PR bond. And I was on bond.
And what year was this?
2018, going in 2019. So then I got a PR bond. I was in jail. I was out till New Year's, till New Year's. I was out like a month, like a couple of weeks before Christmas. And, you know what I'm saying? I was in jail for New Year's. So I did 3 months. Came home, stayed home for about a week or 2. Did what I had to do. Got me a bus ticket. Left.
So you stashed you a bus ticket to what?
To Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. So
To Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yep. I took me a little 3-day trip. It took 3 days on a Greyhound to go there, but I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it G. I did go out there for a female, yeah, but it didn't work out because she smoked she was on that glass dick, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck around like that, so I had to depart myself from that. So I went my way, she went her way. I got me a job, you know what I'm saying, saved my money, and got me a car. And then I took me another road goddamn trip and went to another to another state, you know what I'm saying? Stayed there for about 2-3 weeks. Then I left there and went to, I left Pennsylvania, I went to Tennessee, and then when I left Tennessee, I went to Florida. I went to Atlanta. When I left Atlanta.
Okay, hold on.
Alright.
So you in Texas.
Uh-huh.
You get into it with your stepfather.
Yeah.
He buck up to you. Excuse me. You throw them hands on him.
Yeah.
He have a seizure.
Well, then call the laws.
They call the laws on you. Now you done already got up out of there.
Yeah.
So when you go back.
Yeah, cause my mama she took his side because she felt like I shouldn't put my hands on the man in his own house. But I feel like I shouldn't be treating like shit from the jump street, because if it had been my brother or my sister, none of that shit would have happened from the jump street. So it's like I feel like I've been treated like shit in this Black Sheep of the family.
So your brother and sister, they're there at the time too?
Nah, they wasn't there. Everybody had moved out. I'm the last of the Mohicans. And my brother told me only thing to do is basically keep my mouth closed and basically, in other words, kiss ass. Do what they say, do, kiss ass. And I'm not really an ass kisser, so it's like I feel like he's right. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
And what year was this?
2018.
2018.
The last time I was in my mama's house.
Okay, so you was homeless before 2018.
Yeah,
so you went back to your mama's house.
Back in 2014. Cause that's when I started working in Florida and all that shit.
Oh, so you had snatched you a job.
Yeah, I started.
In 2000. Okay, so you got your job. You was getting on your feet. That's about 2014.
Yeah, 14, 15.
Okay, and then you moved in with your mom. She was like, okay, you got a job, baby. So come on and you can move back in and help with these bills and all that, right?
It wasn't really.
Nah, okay, so
it was just basically come and get on your feet and then do what the fuck we say do, and other than that, if you don't like what the fuck we say do, get the fuck out. Basically, in other words, but not in the words per se, but I can read between the lines. So that's what I read between the lines. And that's what actually the actions that they showed me was that. Because if not, they quick to say, get out. My mama quick to say, get out, this is my house, get out. You can get out of this, and I'm like, okay, you right. So.
And how old are you at this time?
By this time, I'm like, I say about 30s. Yeah, because I turned 19, or 2019, I had turned 30, 33, 34. Yeah, because I was locked up. I had to do, my birthday had just came, so I was 33 at the time, then my birthday had failed, so I was 34.
How old are you now?
35.
Okay. But you went to the penitentiary.
For 3 years. 3.5. I was when I caught my first case, I was 21.
You was 21.
Yeah.
Oh, you was young.
Yeah.
And what was that for?
To be honest with you, it was me talking shit to the lawman, so they figure I'm a black man, and they basically gave me a case, because tampering with evidence, that's not really shit. And then before, this what it was. They left the room and they came back, but they had some black lights and they told me to open my mouth before they left the room. And then I peeked around the corner and they basically was plotting and scheming to plot some on me to give me a case so it would stick, but they just gave me a tampering with evidence case, make it seem like either I smoked some dope or I swallowed dope. And if I would have got my stomach pumped, then I could have beat the case, I could have sued him, but I was young at the time and I ain't know.
And you got 3 years.
I had took probation then I took 3 years probation, and then I didn't make it on probation, so I just took my time. But the first time I violated with 30 UA, and then after that I went to a program for like 3 months. Then after that I came home for like a month or 2. Then I went back to a 6-month program, and then after that I just did my time. I was like, fuck that shit, and just did my time.
So you had to do the whole 3.
Yeah.
So when you come out, you're 24.
Yeah, I was like 24. Yeah, I was like 24.
And at this time, when you come out, you don't go to your mama house. I mean, you ain't got nobody you can go to.
When I came home in 2008, I went back to my mama house. It just, my focus is just to give me a motherfucking job. But I ended up going to school. I ended up signing up for school, and then that didn't really go well because I ended up fucking off the money instead of doing what I needed to do, like give me some glasses so I can get my degree. And what I took was, I took a architect, and I took really it was architect. I was going for school for architect, and if I'd have did that architect, economics to get my doctors in economics, real estate, and to get my pharmacy technician, and shit like that, and to become a lawyer. That's what I was doing. My goals I had before. I went to jail because I could have graduated twice, but in high school I had needed glasses for welding, and that didn't really go. So I didn't pass that class. So if I'd have passed that class, I could have graduated on 3 and on 4, but I didn't. So I graduated on 4. With 4 classes, I went home before first lunch. Really, I went home on first lunch, and after that, I graduated 2004. But I didn't get a chance to walk. I had to take a summer class, and then when I passed the summer class, I got my diploma. But then, just in 2006 was when I caught the first case. So by that time, I'm in the hood doing my thing, fucking off on the block. But my mama had just told me not to go to Magna. Me being hard-headed and stubborn, I really didn't go out there to get in trouble. I went out there for a female because the female had just called me to come out there and smoke weed with her, and all this and shit. So that's what made me go out there.
And where is this? You said Magna?
Magna, yeah. So
okay.
That's what made me.
For people don't know where Magna is.
Magna, yeah. So that's really what made me go to the hood, because I got a phone call.
Okay, so where are you living at this time?
Well, Kings Colony is not really considered Magna, but it is considered Magna. It's not in the same area, it's just right across the tracks. So I was in Kings Colony, and I got called to go across the tracks to Magna. But Kings Colony is still considered Magna, it's just not Magna. And having people that stay in Magna came from Kings Colony, just to let you people know that. So you people think it's not the same thing. Actually, technically it is. It's just the only thing that's blocking is the damn trail. That's it. But other than that, shit, I went to the hood, smoked a little sweet. And then me personally, I don't know why I'm like this, but I don't like other dudes around when I'm around fucking with females. So I left because she had some other company coming. She had company coming, and they smoked the deal, but I don't fuck with that shit. So I went to the store to give me a Black and Mild.
That PCP.
Yeah, that PCP, that clip juice, gorilla piss, however you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? I went to the store to give me a Black and Mild. So by that time, I come out the store, my homeboy, Big Will, you know what I'm saying? I about to go to his house and smoke, but we chilling at the store, Joe Willis store in Magna, you know what I'm saying? And the lawman rolled up on us. So we like, what the fuck? He didn't have the lights on or nothing. He just told me and Big Will to come here, be me and me. I'm talking shit because I feel like they're harassing us because we black, which that's what was happening. He started asking us questions, this, that, and that. And me, I didn't have my ID on me. So he put me in handcuffs. He just put Big Will in the car. And he started asking us questions and this, that, and other. And I gave him my name. He gave our names and he looked it up about 2-3 times. And then he was like, he told me he didn't know me, so he took me to the police office, to the police station. because I was talking shit to his ass because I feel like he harassing us because we black and we not doing anything. We just chilling. So with the boo, he took me to the police station. He let Big Will go. And in the meantime, he talking shit, talking about, yeah, I got your peoples, this, and this, that, another. So Big Will was like, yo, whatever. Well, he was complying with the law, man. I wasn't complying with the law, man. I wasn't trying to hear that shit.
You wasn't trying to hear none of that
I wasn't
shit.
trying to hear none of that shit.
How old are you at this time?
At this time, I was like, about 20, 21.
This right before you went to the penitentiary.
Yeah, right before, yeah. So this would let me to go to the jail. So that's what happened with that. He took it to the police station. And then that's when they did that fuck shit with the cop squad mouth and this, that, and other. Then I went to jail. But see, this what the catch was. If I wouldn't have signed probation, I still would have got the charge for temporal evidence. I still would have got the felony on my background, no matter what. Because I had talked to a lawyer. He told me, he said, shit, if you wouldn't have signed for nothing, we was gonna let you. You would have stayed in here for like another week or two, and we would let you go. They came with that scat tactic shit because my first time in jail, I'm black, I don't know no better, so that's how they get us to let you young cats know, be firm before you try to run up in the streets and think that you doing this and doing that. They got a place for to hang your ass because that's what the purpose of putting the dope on the streets for is to put us in jail. For you people don't know that. So me being me, and I didn't know no better, so I took my 3 years probation. Came home, you know what I'm saying, I'm back on the streets. I had got me a job working at Food Town by the hood. So working, and at the same time, my people that took me on his wing named Dudu, Corey Doucette, they you know what I'm saying, he helped me out a little bit on supplying the man on some street shit, and I just started hustling on the side on my job, and then then I started smoking, then fucked around and had a dirty UA. Got one dirty UA, and then they let me make it. Then I got 2 dirty UAs. Then after that, they locked my black ass up. Cause I got a report, like on probation, you got court dates. So you gotta go to court to see how you doing, to determine if you gonna let you out probation or you can continue going on. So my mama knew already because my probation officer told me. So if my mama knew, she would have told me that I was gonna go to jail, that I wouldn't have went to court. So with that being said, if I knew that, I wouldn't have went to court. So my mama knew that, but we was going downtown to go to court. So when we got there, I was in court. Judge said, everybody, name that I called, stand up. So my name was one call. I looked around, and I should have known some fishy shit was going on because when I looked around, my mama was nowhere to be found. So I'm like, damn, I'm about to go.
She done left you hanging.
Yeah, so I figured I was like, damn, I'm about to go to jail because if I wasn't about to go to jail, my mama would still sitting, you know what I'm saying, wait for me.
So she knew you was going to jail.
She already knew I was going to jail, so she burnt off on the nigga. She basically dropped
hit you with the okie
doke and dropped the nigga off. So, and then before, this is because she told me when I was going to jail that I deserved to be in jail. And I'm like, what kind of mother tell their child that they deserve to be in jail? In my back of my mind, nah, she not really a mother. She tell her child that she so-called love that he deserved to be in jail just because she can't control him, because she feel like she the mother, but you can't really tell me what to do because you really wasn't there. Like my daddy really can't tell me what to do because he really wasn't there. So it's like, y'all really ain't, my perception, how I look at it is y'all really not my parents. Y'all just sperm donors and carriers. That's how I look at it, because neither one of you taught me shit. And I don't know nothing about neither one of you motherfuckers. Like, nothing. Like, I barely know when my mama was raised in Nederland, and I barely know shit about her. I just found out when my daddy was raised in South Park. I just found that shit out a couple of years ago. So it's like, I really don't know nothing about neither one of y'all.
When you was born?
I was born really born in Silsbee, but they took me to the Beaumont Hospital, so I was born really raised in Beaumont.
Beaumont.
Yeah, really Beaumont. So
Silsbee.
yeah,
That's Beaumont, Texas.
yeah, but Silsbee like on the outskirts, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like
Big Money, Texas.
yeah, big money.
Ain't
Texas.
that what they call it?
Yeah, big money Texas. All blacks, no Mexicans, but they got Mexicans now.
So what was it like growing up in Beaumont?
Yeah, it's like you gotta, you know, I ain't gonna say everywhere you go you gotta be hard, but you just gotta stand on your own 2 feet. It's just like if you don't, you're gonna get run over and shit. I was quiet, so I got picked on no matter what.
So when you was in Beaumont, you stayed with your
My father,
your pops.
pops, yeah. It was good.
So it's just you and him?
Yeah, just me and him. Here and there, he had females here and there, this, that, and other. Babysitters, shit. Then when I started getting babysitters, that's when I started getting introduced to Poom Poom. That's what I knew about sex, all about that. I knew about that shit in elementary. That shit was relevant to me.
So the babysitters, that's your pop's girlfriends?
Something like that. You can say, or some females you just know from on the way. But I mean, one time, it's a female I was going to school with. Her mama was babysitting me, but she wasn't there. It was just me and her mom. She introduced me to that.
When you say introduce you to that,
To sex. She introduced me to sex.
and how old was you then?
I was in elementary, so I said I was about 7, 8. But then, one time, my dad had a female. She had daughters, and basically, one of the youngest daughters that was my age, that's like my girlfriend. So I was basically her sex toy, basically. So like I say, I knew about that when I was in elementary. So, and I think that's probably why I got a sex tolerance or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, I ain't jump off to the porch to like really actually have like lose my virginity till I was 18, and that was like when I finished high school. That was in high school on Valentine's Day.
So you wasn't having sex in elementary. You was doing other shit.
Yeah, just basically learning, basically.
So what was you talking about your pop's girlfriend? They used to babysit you?
Like I know one female, she basically introduced me to the shit. Like I sucked on the cheese and play with her, you know, shit like that.
And that's your pop's girlfriend?
She wasn't really his girlfriend, just some female that he trusted to babysit me.
Okay, and how old was she?
I don't know. I know she was older than my black ass. I don't know. I know she was a grown ass woman, put it like that.